In 2020, Governor Jared Polis signed a law that requires Colorado school kids be taught about the Holocaust. It makes genocide studies a requirement for a young person to graduate from high school. And that education is so badly needed. According to the U.S. Millennial Holocaust Knowledge and Awareness Survey, 63% of Americans between the ages of 18 and 39 did not even know 6 million Jews were killed during the Holocaust. 48% couldn't name a single concentration camp or Jewish ghetto established by the Nazis during World War II. And 11% believe Jews actually caused the Holocaust. Well, a new website from the University of Denver is supporting Colorado teachers with Holocaust education. Witness to History includes information, stories, even archived interviews with Colorado survivors.
You know, as a child, you don't really know the details, but you know when your mother is scared or your mother is upset. And I remember holding me in her arms, just like you would hold a baby. And though at that time I was 4.5 or closer to 5, but I wasn't very big. And the feeling of that security, I had felt for many, many years. And it, in all the years after that, I had tried to recall that feeling of feeling safe, and it helped at times.
Oh, so many powerful stories. Joining us now, Adam Rodner, the director of the Center for Judaic Studies at the University of Denver that created the site. Adam, thanks for being with us. I want to talk about the importance of Witness to History and how it's going to specifically help these Colorado teachers.
Well, I really thank you for having me here today. So our site, this is not your fault. We had to pivot and change our name for some variety of reasons, but we are called Survival and Witness. And what we are trying to do with our site is not only just to provide the information, as you said in your preamble there about the lack of knowledge of the Holocaust, we want to provide information, but we're really also trying to provide those personal stories that really touch the students, that really make them understand that what happened far away and a long time ago relates to the here and now in the state of Colorado.
And you know, Adam, it seems over the last several years, we've been so blessed to see Holocaust survivors like World War II GIs who fought the Nazis actually going into schools, talking with young people about what happened way back when. But as the Holocaust survivors continue to pass on, programs like this to keep those stories going and the meaning going are more important than ever, aren't they?
They absolutely are. You're 100% right. Survivalandwitness.org is geared to providing people with those testimonies. Not only the testimony of survivors, though that is principal, but also the testimony of witnesses. Just like you said, and we didn't plan this beforehand,
right.
You and I speak beforehand, we do want to actively have some of these witnesses, those GIs who were very young at the time and who were sacrificing their youth, who went over there during the war as part of the military, and they rescued, saved, liberated some of these camps. We're going to have their stories there too.
You know, and
that's an American story.
Yeah, you know, and it's funny, Adam, my dad served in World War II. He was a tank sergeant, went in on June 8th. But I remember you read the stories of all that the American GIs saw in the brutality of war. They were not even prepared at all for what they would find liberating those concentration camps. It was just unbelievable.
And just like you said your father, my grandparents, this was a collective memory in the United States of all those people, men and women, who sacrificed. Many of them made the ultimate sacrifice, who went over there to try to liberate Europe from the Nazi grasp. And I know there's a story about Eisenhower, who took soldiers from the front into some of the camps that were liberated to say, if you don't know what you're fighting for, at least now you know what you're fighting against.
Wow, how inspirational that must have been. Yeah, absolutely. You know, Adam, we actually talked to you several months ago when this project was just getting started. How's it grown, and how rewarding has it been to watch it grow and turn into something so special?
I would say that, well, in addition to the name change, now becoming survivalandwitness.org, we have grown tremendously. It has taken a lot of research. My colleague and I, we've really gone in there. We've found these stories. We've composed the stories based on their memoirs. We have edited the testimony from the USC database. We have collected archival materials, and we've put that all online. Right now, we're featuring the stories of 4 survivors. We aim ultimately to feature 18. We don't want to make the site too big, but we do want to make it big enough so that people have a chance to get into the richness of these stories and to connect with the lives that these people lived before the war, during the war, and after the war, when they made Colorado and the United States their home. We think that's an important part of the story.
And Adam, finally, this was born out of a desire to make sure that young people turn into adults who have a knowledge of this tragic history in humankind. But for anybody, it's more than just for the school kids. You want everybody to go visit the site. What would you tell adults about why it's so rewarding?
I think that it is a valuable lesson to learn. Now, we can put information out there. We can't make people draw the conclusions that we want them to draw. Those conclusions are such that beginning with hate, with prejudice, with discrimination can lead to terrible places. Hopefully in the United States of America, we are exempt from that and can continue through the strength of education, which is what we are providing, to continue to remain free of some of these worst manifestations. That, to me, will be the most gratifying element of what we do.
Adam, just tremendous. And tell us once again, people who are interested, we want to make sure they go to the right place. What's the website? Where can they get this great information?
Sure. The website now is survivalandwitness.org.
Adam at the University of Denver, continue your wonderful work, Adam, and hopefully we'll have a chance to catch up in the future.
I will look forward to it. Thank you.